guys, how's it going? It's 11:23, February 29th, 2016, and this is the third actual video I'm planning on putting up tonight. This one's more of a commentary and an idea as far as getting more people out. Not so much running trains. I think, yeah, we're down now, um, but we're running, I don't know, three, four, five. It's not so much the people running the trains. We're running a lot of trains during the day. Uh, I just heard, and this was really cool. A-Line had 6 people running tonight, which is awesome. They're doing great. We've been doing pretty good as well. Yeah, just reading up on Tom's post there over on A-Line, which is awesome news. I haven't been able to personally be on there as much, but that is totally cool because one of the things that attracted me to A-Line, and before we expanded our RTS servers, um, and actually Tom and Smiley and others, uh, to be able to expand on different routes as they were coming out. A-Line was something that was, both A-Line and Selkirk were 2 routes that were coming out that was really attractive to me because they were so much smaller. Barstow is just this huge freaking, it's the network, and I look at it, and this is the kind of activity that's been happening. If you look at what went on today in Barstow, holy smoke. Like I said, it's dead right now. I find we go dead at about sometime around 11 p.m. at night, where most people have a real job, so they go to bed. Unfortunately, I'm not in that category at the moment. But then we have uh, people from Australia who will start popping in at around 4 o'clock in the morning. Now, I've been trying to get to bed at least by 3 most days now, 3 o'clock in the morning. But what some of these green lights here, you can see like the trains, the list of trains that are on here are basically, the majority of this is in Barstow right now. So that's, it's not saying that they're all over the place and not doing anything. Um, but when you're talking about a network of this size and what's available, it's crazy the amount of stuff that actually gets done over the course of just a 24-hour period. And this is where I'm trying to get into recruiting more Yardmasters, especially. We've had a lot of people who are gung-ho, want to run the yards, and then they get disappointed because there's not enough for them. They're expecting real life traffic, and the thing is, it takes people to move the trains. Everybody who's part of RTS is moving these trains. Like, I'm going in right now, and I'm changing things around where I'm trying to explain as much as I can as possible. And this isn't, we're not desperate, and we're not by any means unhappy or dissatisfied. This isn't a complaint video. I want to make sure I'm very, very pleased at what we've done this so far for 2016. We've gained a lot of people. We've lost a few. And sometimes it's just not for, people want more action. People want this. People want to see more trains, more meets. There's a lot of that out there. So there's a lot of choices, and that's fine with me because when AI comes out, I'm going to have everything that I want in a server. And I've said this, I probably posted this in a video before, but looking at the activity, this is the California, I can't speak for A-Line, but if you look at what started on the 29th at 1:50 yesterday morning with me, and like I said, around 4 o'clock in the morning, this person here is from Australia, and then you got Bear, Leland, our regulars. We've got all kinds of people, different people who have come on, who have run throughout today. Now, today wasn't one of the busiest days by any means. We've had it much busier. But you look at the 28th, 27th, the weekends are actually pretty slow here. But then you look, 26th was a busy day. 25th, there's a lot of activity that's going on. So this is really cool. What's happening though, and we just got caught up. like I said, the weekends are really slow for us, but this is where right now we're working on an 18-day cycle. When we set this up, we were not too long ago, 2016. This is, or sorry, 2015, the end of 2015. For those of you that don't know what the heck this cycle stuff is, this is how it works. And I'll just briefly go over this because that's not the point of the video here. But um, what was happening before I went in today, we had, was it today or was it the other day? I can't remember. I think it was today. No, I think, what was it? Man, I'm losing my mind. One of these days we had to do a double day worth. I think it was today. I'm pretty sure it was today. But I don't know. Whatever. No, I know what happened. Okay, today we did a regular day. On the weekend, I actually did all 2 days worth by myself and the two crews. So I did 4 hours worth of switching on Sunday, and that really got me caught up to the point where today was a lot easier, and then some of the fruit of our labor was showing up. But that's nice. That's when I have time. I'm not always going to have time. And like I said, as far as when I opened up the video, as far as real people, real jobs, 11:30 at night right now, a lot of people are going to bed and going to get up the next morning. And I wish I had a day job right now in this area, but unfortunately the jobs are not that good. I'm going away in 2 weeks. So now I'm trying to gear up at least as a test to see how things are going to run on its own for 1 week when I'm not around. It's been a while since I've done that, and this is the busiest it's been. So I'm really trying to get people in the next 2 weeks. If you're interested in the yards, this is the time where I showed somebody yesterday. I know some of this looks complicated. I understand. I totally get that. That's why I'm trying my best to get the videos out, the information out, and it's information overload. You think learning Run 8 is learning all the stuff in Run 8 is a big learning curve. Well, this is a learning curve too. Now, if you want to just run trains from A to B, it's not so bad. You just have to know the procedures, make sure you enter your registry information here, enter a new registry response when you go and leave, blah, blah, blah. There's videos on that. But some of this other stuff in here, I mean, there's so many different yards, and what's going on Mojave, what's being called for next cycle, for cars, making sure that we have certain cars going on. We have the system to do it. It's right now it's a matter of getting the people, and I'm not worried so much about numbers as far as not being the busiest server on the planet. I could care less about that. What I want to get is back to a situation where we were at before. Back in 2015, and I'll show you why it was more manageable then when it is now. You look at the cycle. I'm going back to this again because everything runs off of the cycle. And you say, well, what the hell's that mean? We ran a cycle of double this. So we were at I think that was one of our slowest times. It was just before Christmas. It wasn't that long ago when we ran it took us 36 days to go through a 24-hour period. This is the second time we have gone through and done it in an 18-day period. So what that means is it breaks down to a lot of these yard jobs here, which are actually timed, and we time it so that we don't get too carried away and do what we got in Barstow right now, where we accidentally got way behind and we ended up building a train that's like 140 cars. We don't want to get into that situation. We don't want to get into trains that are way too big or way too small. So we break everything down into 24-hour cycles, or 24-hour days, one day at a time. So today's February 29th. A lot of this has been done. The only thing left now is we've got the Edisons and the Kerns. This has nothing to do with San Bernardino or West Colton as well. Those we leave on their own to do at their own pace because, quite frankly, there's plenty of time to handle those. But when it comes to Barstow, making sure SJVR, there's a lot of switching to be done up there now with the expansions. We're getting that pretty much in order. But as you can see, Barstow alone on a 24-hour basis, you can have two people working up to 80 minutes a day. So that's a lot of people. And then you talk about Mojave, you got UP, Bakersfield, then you got West Colton and others. There's a lot of room if you're interested in switching, or if you're interested in being a yardmaster and planning. And I'm going to be doing some videos, like I said, to try to get as much information. But I'll show you. You might be wondering, well, are you keeping up with this demand? Can you do it? Like I said, we were double before. You look at the Bakersfield main, as you can see, most of them have been worked or deleted. We got one cancellation. We got two trains out of BNSF Bakersfield that are released. One crew change at Silt. Everything else is going fine. The Bakersfield main line, we had two cancellations. These are automatic cancellations, by the way, and they're non-essential trains anyways. Some of the trains are falling a little bit behind, no big deal. That's the railroad, and then we got a few releases going on as well. Mojave, Maine, I ran that today. Got the outbound for Oak Creek, so Mojave starts up in the evening, so that's going good. Barstow, like I said, we have San Diego and Va to build. Bell is now on standby, so we're a little bit behind getting the stuff out of Barstow. But that's okay. We like I said, the weekends are slow, so that's why things got a little backed up. And I was planning a trip on Friday, so that didn't help matter because. But that's the thing. There is potential there for others. So there's all kinds of potential. That's the matrix of Barstow. The numbers are switching. I'm going to have more videos about those. West Colton. Shoot. Relinquish that. I didn't think I was looking at anything. I guess I am. Okay. So West Colton, I don't handle this too much. Usually I let Bear or SMRI, both but named Scott, handle these. I haven't seen the other Scott in a while. I'm not too sure where he is, but Cajon sub, got a few more cancellations in there. Actually got about 6, so it's doing its thing. It's canceling the trains if there's not enough demand. So there's a lot of trains out there, which is okay. I'm okay with that. Daggett, a couple cancellations there, releases, Needle sub. We got 4 releases up right now, and everything else is done. We had 2 cancellations earlier on in the cycle. So this is how the cycle works. We're coming to the end of this cycle now. I don't plan on changing anything, despite the fact that we are behind in some ways. I think we're fine with that. I think that's not an issue. But when you look at a yard like Barstow here, and like I said, this was the work that was done today. Gonna get a little noisy here too. I should turn the volume down. But yeah, anyways, I'll back it up over here and we'll go into a zoom. But as you can see, I mean, this is what RTS is all about. Okay, you look at what's being done. There's that big train, that back bar train. That's 160 cars. It is stretched. We didn't build that train for the sake of wanting to build a train like some huge long train, but there's the end of it right there. And then you got cars in Old Yard way down there that I switched Cadiz local earlier today too, earlier tonight. So anyways, there's a lot to be done. Like I said, 160 minutes a day right now in Barstow alone, and that's not counting the other yards. So if you're interested in doing switching, if you're interested in this, I'm putting this out there. Let us know. But just remember, you can't switch everything you want whenever you want either. There's a rhythm and flow with everything that we do, and there's a purpose and a reason for that, is because we need trains to fill it and you need yards to fill the trains. So I'll talk to you next time.